I have a mild audience.
Grandma would share.
Hello. Welcome back. It's the annual recap, which is why I have my phone currently, because it has all my notes so I don't forget anything. The children are after my food, which is off to the side. You don't need to know that, but in case you see a plate of food off to the side, that's my dinner. If not, I pointed out stuff that doesn't matter, which happens often.
And why am I making this?
Exactly. So, I leave myself notes, otherwise I will forget. Starting in January, we had New Year's. Cool. I think Mom ended up going to bed before midnight, but that's what she normally does. Normally Dad would stay up with me, but he wasn't here. So it was just me. I think Tiffany might have been on call. I called her up on Facebook or something. Get away from my food! Then it was Mara's birthday. I don't think we actually went over to her house for her birthday this year. Got to see Grandma, which was nice. We didn't get to see her a whole lot last year. And then, you know, the very next day she tested positive for COVID and we had to self-quarantine. That was fun. Like literally the very next morning, Mom got the phone call me like, oh yeah, by the way, you should self-quarantine. You were exposed. Cool. Starting off strong in January.
We didn't get sick.
No, but we still ended up self-quarantining because that's the guidelines. February was Tiffany's birthday. And Grandma was better in time for Valentine's Day, so we went to go see her again. During all this time, we're still dealing with issues with Dad not being home because he was sick in the hospitals. He got transferred in February. And to end February, Tiffany and I decided, let's go hike up to the cross. Which is up the mountains in February. To be fair though, it wasn't as bad as it could be. It was more muddy than like snowy or icy. Doable. Don't know if I would do it again though. We had meant to go in October, November of the previous year, but then issues happened with Tiffany and she would not have survived that hike had we gone when we originally planned. So we went in February. March. Got to visit Grandma. It was Grandma's birthday. We visited Dad. Dad got transferred again to the last place that he got transferred to. Also, you know, Princess nearly died several times. Princess was my grandmother's cat. She lived in the room where I stay. She had issues with her heart. Poor thing. And she nearly died quite a few times in March. To lighten the mood though, because Dad was in another state, we got more Chick-fil-A. We don't have Chick-fil-A near us. So we took advantage to that. Every time we had to go down, we got Chick-fil-A. Even in April, we got Chick-fil-A. Moving on to April, Dad came home from the hospital. That's a good thing. That's a real good thing. And then, like, what, 3 days later, Princess dies. So that was fun. That was an emotional roller coaster. I'm not really too thrilled having to relive this, but that's what I do. So yeah, Dad came home from the hospital. And then Princess dies on Good Friday. Which was like 3 days after he got home, I think. Or pretty close to it. He wasn't home very long before she passed away. Then there was Easter. Easter's great. Easter's perfect. That's a great thing. Pip and Nuggie had their birthdays. The babies at the start of this video. They turned 2 this year. They need to stop growing. That's an order, Nuggie. You need to stop growing. Please. You need to stay like this for... I decided you are going to live forever. Okay, cool. And other audio clips that just live in my head rent-free. I got an annual checkup. And then Dad had to go back to the hospital. That one was a shorter trip though. That was only for what, a couple days, a weekend when he went to the hospital again?
5 days.
5 days. That, he wasn't happy about it. But at least 5 days is better than 4 months. Moving on to May. My grandmother got taken to the hospital. As you can tell, it has to do a lot with doctors this year. She wasn't there too long either. I think that was like a 3-day visit too, to be fair. So we ended up visiting her around Mother's Day when she went in. I'm pretty sure she was in the hospital for Mother's Day. So that was interesting. Memorial Day was a thing that happened that month. We had a small cookout here. Tiffany and I got to swim a decent amount of time. That's when they opened up the pool. And then there was so much McDonald's. It literally says in my note, lots of McDonald's, round 2 of Disney toys. So, Disney's 50th anniversary, they released a second wave of toys, not the one that has like the cool little backdrop for each park. This was kind of like them relaunching some of the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway toys. Just rebranded for the 50th anniversary, but we didn't know that at the time, so we had so much McDonald's just to get those stupid toys. June was a very short month as far as events go. It was Dad's birthday, Father's Day, and Relay for Life, and in brackets, even though we didn't get to go. I genuinely don't remember what we were doing that day that we couldn't go. Do you remember what we were doing? I thought we had something to do for the church that day, but I have no notes of what that was, so. Also, if you're curious, Pip's still here, but Nuggie has abandoned me. July! Finally, a little over halfway through the year, was the fireworks. Technically, that would have been... Actually, no, wasn't it actually on the 4th this year? Usually we have it on the Sunday before. But I think it was actually on the 4th of this year.
I think so.
Which just so happens to be Leo and Kio's birthday. Gracie and Duchess had their honorary birthday, since we have no idea what day they were born. We just decided, July sounds good. We'll put it after Leo and Kio. They can be the day after. Dad had lung surgery. That was fun. Back to the doctors. Yay. And we had our annual church picnic, Mom's birthday, and the county fair, which I don't think we mentioned in the county fair vlog. Kind of glossed over it. There was a poor lady that needed to be taken via ambulance. So I think she's okay. But, you know, just the whole theme about doctors in general following us throughout the whole year. Yep, that's a thing. Even at the fair. August, Dad got his stitches removed. Back to the hospital. I got new glasses. I'm currently not wearing them, but you might have noticed. I have new glasses. A former friend of mine got married, but actually that was her shower. She got married the following month. So that was her bridal shower. And then, you know, we needed fun after all of this, all of the doctors. Tiffany and I went bowling for the first time in like 4 years. I can't bowl to save my life.
And yet you're there bowling.
I know, right? Ironic, ain't it? September was the actual wedding for my former friend. And then my cousin had her bridal shower the same month. And then, you know, we went to the Renaissance Festival twice. That was fun. Tiffany cut hers into 2-day vlog, 2 separate vlogs. I just shoved it all in one. Go watch it if you want. A shameless plug. Please watch. October. getting closer to the end. My birthday. And then one day, Tiffany and I decided, let's just YOLO it and do Duda's mini golf and a bonfire all in one day. It was chaotic, to say the least. Yeah, Duda's pumpkin patch, we went there. We went mini golfing for the first time this year at our local mini golf place. And then my church had a bonfire. Cool. All in the same day. Then there was my cousin's wedding. We had a dinner for our pastor, for pastor appreciation. And then like 2 days before the month was over, I hurt my eye. Back to the doctor. Turns out I got a scratch on my eye and I couldn't see out of my right eye for like a week without it hurting.
You have no explanation.
No idea how I got hurt. No idea how my eye got a scratch on it. I woke up, went to the restroom at like 6 in the morning, went back, laid back down, my normal bed, normal routine, everything. Woke up by like 10:30, 11 o'clock. It was hurting so bad. Mom had to take me to MedExpress. November. Parents' anniversary! Yay! The fall dinner. Deals for days because Black Friday's not a thing anymore. So they do deals for days. I think we went to 2 out of 3 of the events. I got hurt again! Kinda. My leg hurts. Yay! It still hurts. Didn't know what caused it. Figured, oh, it's just probably a pulled muscle. Treat it like a pulled muscle. For all of November, pretty much. And then Thanksgiving. Cool. Who doesn't like food? Food's great. December. I probably got a cold. We had a church Christmas party. Cookie exchange. I didn't go back to the doctor, though. I just called the doctor for the cold, and she gave me the medicine. But I went back to the doctor a little later in the month. But I had to get through the cookie exchange, the church Christmas party. Then I went to the doctor, who got x-rays and all that fun stuff. Turns out, sciatica! Go to therapy, same building. So I get to go back to the therapy place twice a week. I actually just got back from the therapy place as I'm filming this today. I promise no more doctor visits, knock on wood, for the rest of the year. Christmas Day, yay! So much stuff for Christmas Eve day, Christmas Eve service, Christmas Day, so much stuff. Went to see my grandfather. That one's not in the notes. Went to see my other grandmother. I saw both my grandmothers, actually. Not the same day. I took them their gifts early because we were supposed to get really bad weather. It was interesting weather, but it wasn't nearly as bad as they had claimed it would be. So we kind of went for nothing, but we still went anyway because, you know, at least for the grandmother's sakes, they don't travel. So that was fun. And then last but not least, day after Christmas shopping. I got up at 5 in the morning. Didn't get home until about 2:30. Went to like 10 or 11 places. All while I'm still dealing with sciatica. I didn't get to actually physically go into like 3 of the places, which were $2 stores and, TJ Maxx. Oh, technically I didn't go into Big Lots either, so I didn't go in 4 of the places. Everywhere else I did. I might be broke, but at least there's Christmas gifts for next year. And that is where I'm ending this very chaotic wrap-up of my year. Hopefully next year's better. Less doctor visits, please. Thank you.